The Book of Ezra. Imagine returning home after a lifetime away, only to find it in ruins. This is where the story of Ezra begins. Nestled in the Old Testament, right after the historical Chronicles and just before the book of Nehemiah, Ezra acts as a crucial bridge. It carries the story of the Jewish people from the despair of exile in Babylon back to the daunting task of rebuilding their nation and their faith in Jerusalem. It's a story of starting over. The book is traditionally tied to Ezra himself, a priest and a scribe, a scholar completely devoted to the ancient laws of his people. And the way the story is told is unique. It starts like a history book, with a wide third-person view of the initial return, but then, midway through, the camera shifts. The voice becomes a personal, first-person I, drawing us into Ezra's own thoughts and struggles as he leads a second wave of returnees. We get both the epic saga and the intimate diary. The scene is the 5th century BCE.
The mighty Babylonian Empire has fallen to an even greater power, Persia. And its king, Cyrus the Great, does something astonishing. He issues a decree allowing the Jewish exiles to go home and rebuild their sacred temple. This wasn't just a political move. For the people of Israel, it felt like prophecy unfolding, a direct act of God moving in the heart of a foreign king to bring his people home. The narrative unfolds in 2 major acts. The first 6 chapters are all about that first wave of returnees led by a man named Zerubbabel. Their mission is monumental: rebuild the temple, the very heart of their worship and identity. It's a construction project plagued by hostile neighbors and wavering morale, but they finally succeed, dedicating the new house of God amidst celebration. But a building is one thing, rebuilding a people is another. That's Act 2. Chapters 7 through 10 follow Ezra himself, arriving in Jerusalem where the temple stands, but the community's spirit and identity are fractured. He comes armed not with a sword, but with a scroll, the Torah, God's law. He sees his mission as a spiritual reconstruction, teaching the law and calling the people back to the covenant that defined them, which leads to some gut-wrenching decisions about community purity and identity.
3 powerful themes pulse through this story. First, restoration. It's about more than just bricks and mortar. It's the spiritual renewal of a nation. Second, faithfulness. The book constantly points to the Word of God as the true foundation, the blueprint for building a life and a community that lasts. And finally, identity. It explores the tough, messy questions of what it means to be God's people in a world full of other cultures and influences. In the grand sweep of the Bible, Ezra is vital. It shows God's faithfulness to his promises of restoration even after catastrophic failure. It reestablishes Jerusalem and the temple, setting the stage for everything that comes later in the biblical story. It's a gritty, realistic account of what it takes to rebuild from ashes, not just a city, but a soul. It reminds us that coming home is never the end of the story. It's the beginning of the hard, hopeful work of becoming who you were meant to be.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video helped make the Bible feel clearer and more approachable.